Don't know how to work this. I've never gone live on YouTube. But I thought it'd be quite nice. Oh, I hope you can hear me. It's not too windy. Can I see comments? Can anybody try and comment so I can see if it's too windy? I thought we could get the ponies in together. It might be a little bit early for some of those people, but obviously it's what time I get the horses in. How? I don't know how I make it work. Don't really understand. But first job is to make up the feeds for all the horses. Alan is actually in currently because he was a bit of a naughty boy and he kept jumping out of his field today. And I've moved him to three different fields and he still carried on to jump out. So I actually gave up and just brought him in at lunchtime. Um, so he is in. Aren't you? Hello. Can't say hello. Hi. So we need to feed him. I know. And then we'll go and get Olaf in, and then we'll go and see the little feral girls, the naughty, naughty girls. So I've been very unorganised earlier, and I literally haven't made any feeds, haven't made any mash. I brought some warm water out to make up some mash. I can't work out how to. Can you comment on this? I can't work out. I want to feel like I'm just talking to myself currently because obviously I can't see any comments from any of you. I could just see that you're watching. Um, and I can't work out how to see the comment. Can you comment? I feel like if you can't, you obviously can't tell me if you can comment. Very weird. Anyway, I'm just swilling out my buckets because I was really unorganised and I didn't do it this morning because I was in a rush. Oh, it just glitched then. Guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to work this. I wish you could comment, or maybe you can and I just can't see them. Um, I don't really know because I want you to be able to ask me some questions. Could you write that then? I want to know what rugs you've all got on. I want to know if you're all getting your horses in now, or whether they're all still on summer routine. I want to know so many things that I just can't know because I can't ask you questions. Surely you can. That's so silly not to be able to ask questions. Well, maybe we should go over on Instagram because at least we can ask questions over there. And I know how that works. Oh, guys. And I can't even ask you if we should go over on Instagram because I can't see your comments. Um, don't know what to do. Right, let's just persevere for now because I need to get these graphics done. Maybe I should. Can I come off quickly? Can somebody message me on Instagram if you can comment on this? And if I'm just being a bit silly and can't see the comment, then maybe I should quickly go off and see, and then come back on. Should I do that, or should I just go over to Instagram? Frozen? No, it hasn't. Right. I'm just going to persevere, guys. Let's just persevere. Maybe after this live, you guys can just text me, not text me, DM me what oh no, what rugs people have got on with their clipped horses. And I would like to know whether your horses are in yet or not, whether you're on winter routine, whether they are, if they are in, are you enjoying it? Weirdly, I'm enjoying it, but I think the novelty will wear off eventually. I love having the horses in and all cozy and warm and lovely. Oh, did anyone else see that? Did I just change the? This is very weird. I feel very old not knowing how to use this. Right. Bowls. Hi, Alan. Bowls have all been scrubbed. Out, please. Tilly, let me out. Out of the yard, please. Come on. Thank you. Oh, I don't like this because I just want to interact with you and I do just feel like I'm walking around with my phone. And I know that's what I do with vlogs, but you can reply and you can comment on vlogs. Emmy, I put you out. Why are you back in here? Right, let me put you up there while I make Alan's feed. Are you going to fall off that? Right. Alan, let's feed you, naughty little boy. Alan is so cute, but cheeky. So cheeky. Right. I'll make Alan feed just to keep him quiet, and then we'll come back in and make everybody else's, and I'll show you what everybody is getting fed currently. Although I do think I need some more water. Right. Tiny, you're not really supposed to be in here, darling. I actually hate that I can't like interact with you. I know I'm like a broken record. Hi, Alan. Would you like your food? Ugh, hang on, it's coming in. Here you go. He eats like he's never been fed in his life, even though he gets fed quite a bit. Eats like he's never been fed in his life, which I think is quite funny. Right, let's make it roly poly food, and then we can go and see the naughty girls, which I know is what you all want to see. I've still got Bear. I've obviously still got Appy. Um, in my world, Bear would go home, and I would just have Olaf and Affy. However, Affy and Bear just can't be separated at all. They are just two little naughty feral twins. And I think Affy being in, I think if I took Olaf out hacking, Affy would just lose her mind being on her own. So for now, they just live out, but they're so feral. And I actually just miss Affy. Like, I want her to come in and be all cuddly. And she's happy living out until it rains, and then she just screams at me. And because they come into these front fields at night, just to get them off the grass, because I've got so much grass, guys. Anyone else just got too much grass? But I don't want to complain because come winter, if I don't have this much grass, it's just gonna turn to bog, isn't it, so quickly? So I don't want to complain, but equally, I have too much grass. So the girls have to come into the bare fields overnight and just have hay. Um, and I just, apart from doing that, like, Af just doesn't come in. And I'm just missing her. I want her to come in and be, yeah, cuddly and have a bit of TLC. But obviously, I've got Alan and Olaf in, and I can't have Affy in without Bear. And I haven't got enough stables to have all three of them in. So for now, they just live out. Right. So all three of them have Speedy Beat. Olaf came with his food, so I'm just like slowly, although he's been here for 2 weeks, I'm like slowly doing the transition over. So he is on Speedy Beat, but he's also on some sort of match, senior match. It is Billa's like senior mash. And then they're all on the same chaff, which is the also kind chaff. So Olaf is on a whole scoop. And then the girls are on like rations because they're both so fat. So I just share that between the two of them. They're both a bit tubby. And then supplements wise, Olaf, I've put him on the muscle strength from Prem Performance. And he's also going to be going to treadmill once a week for the next 6 weeks just to see if we can build his muscle up. And then they are, Affy is on vitamin E. And then ooh, they are all three of them are on stomach maintenance from Performance. They all have a scoop of that. And then they are all on Performance Flex, also from Performance. So all three of them have a scoop of that. And then because Affy has vitamin E in hers, I just put like a treat in hers. I have been putting the Maxima like donut treats, and James calls them Cheerios. He's like, who's having Cheerios for dinner? Which that's quite funny. But I've run out, so I've just got several more. But just so I know, because they both go out in the field, just so I know who is having what. And then they all have the mash. The fine line with the girls of making sure that they've got enough in their stomachs, especially in the mornings when it's a bit frosty, but also not not overfeeding them because they're both so tubby. Right, try a little mix. Right, let's go and get little Oly Poly in. He has been so good. I feel like you guys don't really know him because obviously I've only shared video of him since he's came. Um, but he's been really, really good. I had quite a few comments saying, because the last time, I think the head collar's out there, the last time that you guys would have seen him would have been the first night that he came home. And I couldn't catch him the next morning, which I was warned that I wouldn't be able to catch him. And so I've had loads of really lovely advice of like how I've never had a horse that you can't catch. Actually, I've been very lucky. I've had loads of advice on how to fix that. But touch wood, since then I haven't had any issues. So last week he had the physio at lunchtime. So he obviously went out in the morning and then I got him in at lunchtime. So like a couple of hours later. And he's literally, I thought this is when we'll have a few issues. No issues at all. Now just stood at the gate. Hi, darling. Although he's a bit of a pansy. And actually, if he could come in at 1 o'clock every day, he absolutely would. Wouldn't you? You like your stable. Right, go and get him in. And then I probably won't be able to film getting the girls in because I have to leave them together because obviously they're feral. In the mornings I don't, but in the evenings I do. So hang on, let me just get Oli. Here you go, treats. And I attach to you, thank you. But yes, because I'll have both of them. Good boy. Here he is, my little boy. Because I'll have both of them. I don't think I'll be able to film and hold them. I think that's a bit dangerous because they are like flying kites sometimes. So I'll go and see them with you, so you guys have seen them. But I don't think that I'll be able to film getting them in. But they just come into these paddocks. Of an evening. Are you okay? Have you had a good day? You're a good boy, aren't you? He's so good. Oh, your rugs. There you go. Sort yourself out, hey? Dress you properly. He's just looking at the doggies that are playing in the garden. You're a very good boy, aren't you? He's had the day off today. Had a very busy week last week, and he's got the water treadmill for the first time tomorrow. So that'd be interesting to see how he responds to that because he's not the best with water, but I think he'll go in. He's quite he's quite good. Come on then. Good boy. Right, let's pop you up and we will. Oh, there's mud in that. We will change rugs. Hang on, and then we'll go and see the girlies. I still hate that I can't see any comments. I can't interact with you guys. Right, let's put you there. Little Olaf is a little bit skinny, bless him. He had the smallest bout of colic in April last year. And so obviously because of that, his owner's just been very careful. So he's on like soaked hay, or had been on soaked hay and like no grass. So he just needs to put a little bit of weight on. He doesn't look awful, but a little of weight, which the muscle strength will help, and a little bit of condition, which the a little bit of weight, which the feed will help, a little bit of condition, which the muscle strength and the treadmill will help. But before I got him, we got his bloods ran just to see. I was obviously still very much going to take him, but just to see where we were at, so that if I didn't need to soak his hay, basically, I didn't really want to. And he is all good. I'm just sending my hay off for some hay analysis. to see what's in that, like the sugar content and things, just so that if we have a big come springtime and we have a lot of grass, just so I know whether I need to be soaking my hay during that time or whether I can get away with not soaking my hay. Um, right, he is all done. Got some hay. He's got water. Let's go and do Alan. Alan needs skipping out. Obviously, naughty Alan had to come in at lunchtime. Don't know what I'm going to do with him tomorrow. Right, let's chuck that up there for now. I'll sort it out in a second. Oh, I didn't empty the wheelbarrow. Why am I so lazy? Right, I'm going to pop you there on my wheelbarrow of poo. Oh, you've got a little bit of hair over the camera, a little bit of hay. Sorry about that. What an angle. Sorry, I'm just having to empty my wheelbarrow because I'm so lazy. If I can get away in my mind, and it never happens, so I don't know why I think it. I'm like, oh, when I go and get the horses in, I could take my wheelbarrow because the muck keeps like by the field, empty my wheelbarrow, and then I can come back with the horse and a wheelbarrow. But obviously, Olaf is a bit sensitive, and I think he wouldn't mind. But I'm like, oh, it's not worth it. So, hang on, I don't want to tip you as well. Then I never do it. So why I don't just do it in the morning? Sorry, lots of shaking. Right. This is the most unhinged live I think I've ever done in my life. I also still hate that I don't understand YouTube lives. But anyway, I'm going to Google after whether you can comment because that's silly. Surely you can comment. Maybe I just don't understand it. Why would you not be able to comment on a live? Because I'm basically just talking to myself. Because you're not like I'm not being able to engage with any of you and know if you guys enjoy my live. Oh, I've got a vlog going live tonight, guys. While I've got you, jumping Olaf for the first time. So when I went and picked him up, if you watched that vlog, you'll know that we took him to Rectory Farm on the way home, and it's that vlog with Meggie Moo, and he was a very good boy. So it's going live tonight at hopefully 6:30. I think it's scheduled. Hi, Alan. You okay? You're leaning against your door, buddy. Back, back, back. Oh, thank you. Come on, go and eat your hay, please. Good boy. Come on. Right, let's skip him out. Then we need to change your rug. No, stay in, please. Stay in, please. Thankfully. So this morning, I got a text from James. I was out to say, is Alan supposed to be in here? And I was like, no. And he said, oh, because he is. And I said, are you at home? Can you get him back? And he said, no, no, I've just looked on the camera. So on the rear link camera, you could see that he'd got out. So huge thanks to Rearlink for that. And then I got back, put him in a different field because I was like, he obviously doesn't like that field. And honestly, I was stood right there and he got out. He's just going through the electric. Oh, see you guys. He's just going through the electric. And then I was fixing the electric that he just broke. And as I was fixing it, he went through it. I was like, seriously? I'm literally stood right here, buddy. So I then moved him again and he wasn't happy. So I was like, right, sorry, mate, but you're going to have to come in for now. And we're going to have to recharge that battery because the battery was charged. Obviously, just not enough. You're probably all like, who is Alan? Anyone remember when Appy first came and lovely Alan came to stay? So this is Alan. Alan has came back again. So he is a family friend's horse. And they were going away and they were like, is there any chance you can have him? And actually it worked really well for me because Olaf is so good and will come in on his own. But I just feel a little bit sorry for him because he's not like, some horses actually just prefer being on their own and they're sometimes a little bit mean to other horses. He's not like that. Like he's more than happy to be on his own, but he does actually quite like other horses. So I felt really guilty. But I was like, wow, obviously the girls can't come in because I'm going to have to stable for them both to come in. So I was like, well, he can have a friend. he can have Alan next to him, which actually he's been loving. And on the first day, I was watching again on the rear link cameras, and Alan is just eating his hay, and Olaf in that little bit there is just staring at him pretty much all evening. Honestly, all evening. It was the cutest thing ever. So I don't really know what I'm going to do when Alan has to go back. Maybe get another one. No, I think kids might kill me if I get another one. He's like, God, every time you go out in that horse box, you come back with another horse. I was like, I'm going to stop you from going out. Stay in there, please. Good boy. Right. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Let's go and see the terrible two. Hay net. Let's get some hay for them and get their feeds. And then let's go and see the little girls. Affy has just suddenly, I can't remember which one I put treats in because they've all mashed in now. Affy is very fat. She's just all of a sudden ballooned. I actually need to give you an Affy update, but she's all of a sudden just ballooned, and she's not in work. And so she's been having a muzzle on, which she's actually been getting on okay with. And then until this morning, when she just wouldn't let me catch her to put her in the other field. And I think it's because she didn't want to put the muzzle on. Because as soon as I came with a head collar, she was like, yeah, fine. So I've decided I'm going to do muzzle every other day. So Affy's currently out without a muzzle on. It's a hard line with Aff because she's very fat, but she's also got a rug on. Because of her PSSM, the muscles get really tight when they're cold. And if her muscles get tight, she then gets really, really, really aggy. So I've got to rug her up, but I almost don't want to rug her up because she's so fat. I want her to get rid of some of that fat. And obviously, because she's not in work, I can't get rid of fat that way. So, I think that's one of her treats. Right. They have hay now, and then I come out when I do night checks at like 10, and they have a bit more hay. I should really be soaking the hay, just because they're both so tubby. But alas, I have not been. It's just another, when you've got the horses in, and I have the boys out in these paddocks in the day, the girls out in them overnight, so I'm poo picking them pretty much twice a day because they're only small paddocks. And then I'm obviously milking out both the horses as well as actually working. I am struggling to find the time to, like, it's not even finding the time, you know, when, I'll be honest guys, I'm just lazy. I just hate soaking hay. Unless I actually have to, i.e. if we test my hay and it says that I need to soak Olaf's hay in spring, then I obviously will, but I'm just lazy. Just really lazy, right? Girls have still both got their heads down. Teddy doesn't look like she's got a muzzle on. Honestly, those girls, they're so naughty. Right, let's go and see them. Got Frank coming again tomorrow, and I have been doing my homework, but doing my homework is quite difficult because Affy just gets really upset when she's away from Bear, and Bear gets really upset when she's away from Affy. So it's really difficult. And in the evenings, whoever I leave in there just tends to jump out. So I've only been doing it in the morning. So I have been doing my homework, but probably not to the best of my ability. So in the morning, I feed Bear, and then turn Affy out into this big field and feed Affy out there, and then come back and get Bear. And they're so attached to each other. Neither of them really eat their breakfast because they're both just screaming for each other, which is less than ideal. Affy has got better. Teddy hasn't, which surprises me because Teddy is such a gannet. Usually she'll do anything for food, but not that. Right. I had Alan in this paddock today. There's so much grass out here, and obviously because of Olaf being slightly lammy, I don't want to put Olaf out here straight away for winter. It's like a huge field. So I've been getting Alan to just like eat off strips of it so that I can then put Olaf out here next week when they all got here. Hi, Teddy. How do I turn this gizmo around? There you are. There's Teddy. And there's Kathy. And yes, we've been in that field where there's so much grass, but still has refused to stay in there. Hang on, let's all go back. Right, hang on. Let me turn this around. Let me open the gate properly. And then we'll go in and see them. Hang on. Hang on, Teddy. Hang on, Teddy. Oh, goodness me. What am I doing here, Ted? He says, I don't know. What are you doing here? Right. Oh, hello, Affy. There's naughty Affy. Hi, you okay? Well, I have actually got a treat for you. Hang on. Ted! Here you are. Teddy. Hi. You okay? Look at you. You need a groom. You need a groom, don't you? Hi, you okay? Right, come on. Let's try and get you both in. What is that noise? I've got my headphones in, so I can't fully hear anything, but there's some weird noise going about. Also, look at that light. That is lovely. Right. Hang on, Ted, because you're going to upset Affy, aren't you? Right, Affy, if you go back, so we can let Teddy go first. Teddy, you go first. Affy, you stay there. Oh, I hope this works, guys. Might have to just stop when I get. So, I've got Teddy here. I've got Affy back there. And this is how we come in until something spooks them. And then there's just legs everywhere. Girls, you've been very good. You are quite good when you need to be, aren't you? You're quite devil, aren't you? Quite the devil. But anyway, thanks for joining me for my live. That's only taken me 27 minutes, and all I need to do now is put the rugs away and watch out all the people once I've finished eating. So I will see you another time. I'm going to leave now because I think this is where I might lose them. Thanks for coming. Goodbye. Oh, how do I exit?